So I'm calling my old neurotologist to see if he can get me into the new neurotologist sooner than February. We shall see. So I have anxiety about making phone calls, and I told you all that building Legos can really help me with my anxiety, and I built this Lego. It was the Razor Crest from The Mandalorian, and now I'm taking it apart, and taking it apart is equally as helpful. And I'm throwing the fish with Dashi.
The offices of Dr. Please hold on while I try that extension. Angie, can I help you?
Hi, yes, my name is Kelly and I'm a patient of Dr. and I was wondering if Sherry is available to talk.
Okay.
I thought they were gonna make me say why. They're probably gonna come back and say she's busy. That's fine, I'll explain.
Hold on a second.
Yes, ma'am. I can't believe I'm gonna talk to her.
This is Sherry.
Hi, Sherry, this is Kelly. He had you call the doctor in Louisville for me to get me set up over there. And they called me, and the first available appointment they have is February 13th with 20 people on the cancellation list. And I wasn't sure if that was his intention or if he was wanting to try to get me in sooner because I'm wanting to get the surgery and my insurance changes at the beginning of the year.
I can send him a message and then give you a call back.
Okay. If he's not able to do that, I'm wondering if he would consider doing a gentamicin injection to kind of hold me over. I mean, that would be my last resort, but you know, maybe that might help if he really can't pull any strings or anything.
Okay. Do you know what your insurance is going to change to?
No.
All right, I'll send this to him.
Thank you so much, Sherry. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right, bye. Well, I made the call. I did not think that they were going to allow me to talk to the nurse. So at least I made the phone call. Like, that is huge. Very proud of myself. I have started to make to-do lists because it has helped my anxiety, because I used to not have these to-do lists, and then what would happen is that I would know I had all this stuff to do and I would have huge anxiety. I'm going to check off that I called. It can be overwhelming too, to like look and go, wow, this is a lot. But at least I know it's all in one place, and at least I can say, okay, this is what I have to do next, and I don't have to like feel. There was a lot of anxiety about feeling overwhelmed by so many things, but now I can contain it on a paper and put the paper aside and say, okay, I'm not going to think about that now. It's on the paper. I don't have to worry about it. Also, I have a lot of anxiety about making calls because I can't control. I don't know what's going to happen on the call. I don't know what's going to happen next. And okay, so I call, and then I have anxiety about, well, what are they going to say and what are they going to do? Like this call, it's like, well, are they going to put me through to the nurse? Or are they going to make me explain? With my processing, I really have to be prepared with what I'm going to say. And then I have to, like, then it feels anxiety. It's the anxiety of all of the steps after the step I have to make. And realizing that has helped me to go, okay, I'm going to focus on this step. It still is anxiety producing. Not knowing is nerve-wracking, but it was more nerve-wracking not knowing and not having made the call, because now that I've made the call, now the process is in motion. Some days are just too hard. Yesterday was a very hard day. I was really having a lot of trauma response to what has happened to me recently, and so dealing with making that call yesterday felt more than I could handle. So I wrote on my to-do list that I would do this phone call on Tuesday morning. And it is Tuesday morning. I had 2 people in my house, one at 8:30, one at 9:30 until 10:30. It is now 10:58, and I made that phone call. I made that phone call right after those people left. And I'm super proud of myself. And if I hadn't made the list and I hadn't told myself yesterday, you're gonna do it tomorrow, you'll do it tomorrow morning, like I might not have made the call. I may have let the anxiety scare the crap out of me, and now I've done it. I mean, of course, now there are other things on my list that I need to do, but this was certainly a big one. I'm really proud of myself for doing it. Even though it's hard that I'm gonna have to wait, worst case scenario, I have to wait and I won't see a doctor to even talk about surgery for another 4 months. At least I know that it's coming. At least I'm not just sitting here and suffering like I have been doing for the last several years, just hoping, especially the last year since he told me things were going to improve. I was just hoping and kept waiting for it to happen. Like literally day after day after day after week after month in my bed, hoping, suffering and hoping that tomorrow would be the day that it would all get better. And obviously it never came. There's hope for me now. There's not just, yeah, I may have to wait, but I'm waiting with an end goal in mind. I've still got anxiety, but I've been dealing with a lot of anxiety. My body is still trying to, like, I feel very disconnected from my body most of the time now. It's hard. Like, I feel like I'm here, but I'm not feeling grounded. The words that I'm living by right now is resilient. I'm still working on this. My vertigo's getting worse. I'm taking life one moment at a time, for real. My vertigo is starting to make me sway. Going with the flow and seeing what happens. I do have a therapy appointment tomorrow morning. Thank goodness for therapy. It's hard. To-do lists are helping my life. Therapy is helping my life. I'm worrying through. Every moment is taking a lot of, it's hard. The moments are hard, but I've got my coping mechanisms. Do you have a coping mechanism that helps you through hard stuff? Anxiety, depression, whatever, hard day. Love to hear your coping mechanisms. Help each other out. Maybe there's a coping mechanism somebody else will comment and you'll say, oh, I wish I had tried that. I learn from you guys all the time. I love it. I love hearing from you all, and I don't forget them. Like, it really means a lot to me. I'm gonna stop talking and try to fight the sleep that wants to come with vertigo for me. I love you guys. I'm Kelly. Remember, you are not alone. Let's go live our incredible anyway.
You are not alone in this world. You are not alone. You are not alone in this world. You are not alone.